I'm seething with rage, and I'm trying not to be a person who just rants and raves. But I do want to say that I don't think I've ever been more upset, to say in the most diplomatic possible way, than I was when Donald Trump said he's like exploiting the presence of a child with cancer. And then immediately he pivots from talking about a disease that kills thousands of people, including people that I love, and I'm sure people that you love, to talking about autism. And then he talks about how he's going to make America healthy again, and RFK Jr., and going to get to the bottom of what's going on with children being diagnosed with autism. And to conflate a disease with naturally occurring neurodiversity is grotesque. It's not just offensive, it's grotesque. It's disgusting. And I want to be very clear, as the father of 2 children who have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and I have 3 children who have been diagnosed. One, the third may or may not have that diagnosis. We don't know. But regardless, my children are so much better than Donald Trump. My children are so much better than anyone who voted for Donald Trump. My children are so much better than anyone who would judge my children, look down on them, or think less of them. They are the greatest gift that God has ever given the world, and you don't deserve to say anything about them. Not a goddamn thing. And what I want, beyond that karma pays you back, and that the universe gives you exactly what you deserve, is for you to actually hear the voice of God and understand the wrong you've done. If you really were a person who believed anything in the Bible, and if you'd gone to church last Sunday, then you would have heard the following first reading. For the sake of profit, many sin, and the struggle for wealth blinds the eyes. When a sieve is shaken, the husks appear. So do people's faults when they speak. The fruit of a tree shows the care it has had, and so speech discloses the bent of a person's heart. And that is why you should praise no one before he speaks, for it is then that people are tested. And if you had made it to the homily, before the homily, you would have heard, do not judge, or you too will be judged. You would have heard, if you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything do unto others as you would have them do unto you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. And every fruit that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. the fruit that Donald Trump and everyone around him and everyone who voted for him has given us is bad fruit. If you think in any way it is justified to demonize the existence of my autistic children or my trans coworkers or my undocumented friends, if you think in any way, shape, or form that that is good, that that is right, that that is justified, the Bible speaks of what should come to you. And it's not me to judge, so I have to let it go. And I have to go to church tomorrow on Ash Wednesday, and I have to remember that we are all finite and fallen and fallible. But I strongly feel that if you believe that somehow this was worth it, then your soul needs saving. Then you have fallen victim to a false prophet. And as we enter Lent, and as we approach Passover and Easter, and as you watch Charlton Heston and the Ten Commandments on TV and scoff at how people worshiped a golden calf in the desert, I hope you'll reflect on that and hold the mirror up to your face and wonder where in the Sermon on the Mount, where in the Ten Commandments, where in Testament Old or the Gospel do you see this? Do you see someone who needs to be full and flattered at all times, as though he is the object of worship, as though he is the creator of heaven and earth, as though he is the one who created my perfect children? I don't understand, and I never will understand, how you can claim to be a person of faith, how you can claim to walk the righteous path, how you can claim that your speech is impeccable and your word exalted, when you have done this, when you've thrown yourself before the human golden calf, whose narcissism and idolatry know no bounds, who is not content simply to have others flatter him. He must flatter himself at all times. He must spend 2 hours disparaging and attacking and hurting others, exploiting and manipulating all along the way. There is not a single person tonight that will be helped who felt empathy for those who suffered from cancer or from crime or from anything else, because there is no cure for cancer in what Trump is proposing. It's only the enrichment of billionaires and corporations. There is no person whose family will be made safe, or community that will be made whole, or family that will be made stronger, or someone whose American dream is about to die that will have it restored by what Trump is proposing. What's actually on paper is to steal from you and to give it to rich people. What's actually on paper is for you to suffer. What's actually happening between all of these disgusting things that are being said is that disgusting things are being done. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to let this piece of shit do anything to hurt my kids. And I hope you'll fight for yours too.